Hello there, welcome back to BB and welcome to my Empties video for the month of November. November seemed like it was a really long month to anyone else. I'm looking at some of these things in my Empties bin and especially in like the things I purchased this month bin, which I'm going to film immediately after this. And it's like, I feel like I've had these for an eternity. And I feel that way about a lot of things that happened in November. Like, I remember some meetings that I had at the beginning of November, which is like 3 weeks ago at this point, and you could tell me that they were back in July, and I would believe you. Time's been doing funny things. Anyway, that is not the point of this video. Let's get into my empties. I really do not have a ton of empties to talk about this month. We ran into one of my, like all the things in my shower ran out at the same time situations, but otherwise there's really not a whole lot here. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with my one foil packet for the month. This is the Acacia Aromatherapy Body Oil in Lavender. I'm not a massive lavender fan, so I knew I wasn't going to adore this, but I thought it would be at least nice to try the body oil, and I feel like I could have liked this in different packaging. If this had like a pump, I probably would have liked it. This got everywhere. I couldn't figure out a way to apply this in a nice way. I think I got 2 applications out of this body oil. I probably could have stretched it to more like 3 if I was able to get out a reasonable amount. I wasn't exactly planning on purchasing a body oil anyway, so no great loss that I didn't love that. The next item we have to talk about is Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. This is just a mini, and this was fine. I really don't remember wearing this even. I mean, I know I did, but it is a nice fall scent. It's very blah. If you asked me in a month if I had ever tried this perfume, I doubt I would remember it. It's just forgettable. Not a big fan. I also have Replica Autumn Vibes, again in a little sample size. This one I think is a little bit nicer. This has maybe some kind of citrus note or something. That's just giving it a little bit more edge to it than your like standard sort of pumpkin spice-ish autumn scent. I like this. I'm still not a massive fan of fall scents. That warm, cozy, sort of spicy vibe just isn't me. It's not my preferred scent profile, so not something I would go out of my way to find another sample of, but if I were to be checking out at Sephora and I saw that this was an option, I would probably select it as a free sample again. Not something I would ever buy though. Right, all the things that I finished at basically one time in my shower. First we have the Alafia Authentic African Black Soap Tea Tree and Mint Scalp Care Shampoo. I found that I needed to use a regular shampoo after this. It was kind of a weird treatment. You put quite a bit of this, what sort of looked like really dirty, gunky water on your hands. You massaged it into your scalp and then you had to have it sit there for 1 minute. There was a little bit of a tingle with it because there is the tea tree as well as the mint in this, and I don't know if it really did anything for me. It definitely didn't do anything bad, but I don't know if that step was really necessary. It was totally fine, but not something that I felt any need to replace. We have another shampoo. This one I was really impressed with. This is from Nelson Beverly Hills. It's their Moisture Healing Shampoo. This smells delightful. It's a really like creamy coconut scent, which I quite liked. I think that I went through this a little bit faster than I would have really liked to because the consistency on this is pretty thin. It came out of the bottle a little bit faster than I was sometimes expecting it to, but it did a good job of getting my hair clean. I do feel like it was pretty moisturizing. I am still using the conditioner that came in this duo and quite liking it. I think that at the like list price, the MSRP, this is not a great value. I want to say that these are marked as like $15 each for these, what are these, 8 ounces? Yes, 8 ounces, 235 mils. I think that's a little bit steep. I got this off of BoxyCharm for I think $8 for the duo or $10 for the duo. At that price point, I think that is an excellent, excellent value. I tend to go through shampoo like a lot faster than I go through conditioner. I will probably go through like 2 shampoos for every conditioner that I use up. So I have quite a backlog of conditioner to get through before I would need to repurchase that duo, but I would consider it. I really, really did enjoy this, and the smell is divine and really sold me on this product. Also finished a shower gel. This is from Bath & Body Works, and it is their 1 in a Million scent. Now, this is a standard, body wash from them. The notes on this are jasmine extract, tuberose oil, white gardenia, pink pepper, and cashmere musk. And this is gonna be weird, but I really liked this scent. But the memory that this unlocked for me was of the sitting room outside the restroom of either the Dillards or the Von Maur, in my local shopping mall when I was a kid. Have you ever been to one of those department stores where for some reason before you get into the women's restroom they have a weird sitting room that might have some mirrors to touch up your makeup or stuff? It's well, first of all, who wants to hang out outside the bathroom? That's weird. But second of all, why does this smell exactly like that room in Dillard's or Von Maur? It smells like going shopping with my grandma for back to school clothes. Which I was kind of a tomboy. I didn't really enjoy that process. But I like the scent. I don't know. Weird stuff. Probably wouldn't repurchase that exact scent because that was all I could think of every time I used it. But the scent itself is quite nice. One more body care item. I've talked about this previously, but this is the EOS Shea Better Hand Cream in Vanilla Cashmere. It is a really nice, warm, obviously vanilla cashmere. It sort of makes me think of chai scent. These EOS hand creams, I use both as a hand cream and then on my legs because to me they're just a lotion. They're fine. I have one more of these, I think, to get through. I believe in a coconut scent. Totally fine. I noticed I bought these in a 3-pack last year at the holidays. They have another 3-pack that I don't think is as intriguing. I think the value is there if you like all the scents. However, my favorite scent of the 3 has been the Jasmine Peach, and that is not in the current trio. I think they have something that's more obviously Christmassy in its place. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I would consider repurchasing these EOS hand creams again. I think that these have a little bit of a nicer consistency than their body lotion. Their body lotion is just a little bit thick for me for most of the year. However, the hand creams, quite nice. And these are 2.5 ounces or 74 mils. So they are a little bit better value than a lot of other hand creams that you'll get. But they also aren't quite as rich as a lot of other hand creams you'll get. So, preferences. I don't tend to need a ton of moisture, so this is great for me. Before we get to makeup, I wanted to mention these. These are from Nature's Bounty, and they are the Advanced Hair, Skin, and Nails Jelly Beans. Now, I am probably about halfway through my second bottle of these, and I don't know if they do anything for me. I'm really not convinced. I thought at first that they might be causing me to break out a little bit, but I don't think these were the culprit for that because I've been taking them for close to 2 months now, and my skin has really calmed down. These are really tasty, so I appreciate that. I'm just not sure they actually do anything for my hair, skin, and nails. Like, I feel that as long as I'm eating a relatively balanced diet, which because I'm vegetarian, often for me it includes a multivitamin that includes like iron. My nails tend to be in pretty good shape. My skin is generally okay as well, knock on wood, and my hair's just a mess anyway. So these are delicious, and I'm going to finish off the second bottle, but these are like a $15 thing of vitamins. You're supposed to take 2 a day, and there are 80 in here, so it's a little bit over a month's supply. I doubt that I'm going to repurchase after I'm done with my second bottle of these. I got these in a Hy-Vee beauty box. I think I spent $2 on the first beauty box and like $5 on the second. So at that price, I would probably keep eating them because they're tasty and I like having a jelly bean. But otherwise, I think that's something I can skip. Now we get to makeup, and I actually have quite a bit of makeup this month. I have 2 mascaras. The first is the Lorac Holy Lash. Now this does contain beeswax, so I needed to get rid of this. I thought this was just an okay mascara. It's kind of a big piece of packaging, which I don't appreciate. I feel like the more slim format mascaras are a little bit easier to manipulate. It has this hourglass shaped wand, which it's fine. I thought that this was a little bit on the extra clumpy side, which I'm not super into. I would prefer to have nicely separated lashes. I generally prefer more of a lengthening mascara over volumizing, but this was adequate. I believe I got this as a gift with purchase, so at that price point, fantastic, but this is kind of an expensive mascara, and I don't think that it's worth it. I think there are plenty of drugstore mascaras that can compete with it, and I can't repurchase it anyway because, again, beeswax. So that can leave my collection. The next mascara, I only got a couple of weeks of use out of. This is from YSL and is their Lash Clash. This is not even a mini, this is like a trial size. And I think I must have gotten this as like a 100-point perk or something. This also got really extra clumpy really quickly, which, fair enough, it is a trial size. It's only supposed to last you a couple weeks anyway. Here's what the brush on this looks like. It has a little bit of a taper, sort of a Christmas tree shape, but not a super pronounced one. This is good for giving you like really dark, really volumized, moderately clumpy lashes. I think it's a nice mascara. I've used up a full size in the past and felt pretty much the same way about it. The one downside to this mascara, I feel, is that it doesn't come off very well in the shower. I don't tend to wear a lot of base makeup, so foundation, concealer, I usually just skip those steps. So I often feel like I can get away with just removing my makeup with like normal face wash. And when I'm using this, it's just not an option, but the overall effect is pretty nice. And if you are someone who wears base makeup anyway, someone who actually does a double cleanse anyway, this might be something to check out. You might really like it. Oh, I didn't even notice these, but I finished a sheet of nail stickers. These were sort of Zodiac inspired. They were gold, black, and there was a little bit of white in there. I really hated these ones that are supposed to look like tarot cards. So I didn't use those because I thought they looked really ugly on my nails. But the overall effect of these was pretty cute. I really enjoyed having these over Halloween. Especially, I used these quite a few times in some different Halloween manicures and just thought it gave some cute, light, witchy vibes. I appreciated those. Okay, next up we have the Lauren Conrad The Eyeliner. Is that name obnoxious? Absolutely. But it was a pretty nice eyeliner, actually. I have mine in the black shade, which is Onyx. It is a pretty decent little felt tip, I believe. Yeah, I think this is a felt tip. I did right at the end get a little piece at the very tip that was sort of pulled off from the rest, but it was fine. This was actually a pretty good eyeliner. I found that it wore really nicely throughout the day. It was pretty easy to apply, very nice and dark throughout. I've had this open for a little bit less than a year, so it lasted me quite a while. I just don't feel that this is worth the price. I usually use the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner, and I feel like the performance is very, very comparable between the two products. And this, is a little bit harder to get your hands on. I think you can get this at like Kohl's, and I see it a lot in Ipsy and BoxyCharm sales, but I can get the Wet n Wild one for cheaper for anywhere. I can buy it at like Walmart, Target, online, at Ulta, wherever. So probably wouldn't purchase this, but if I did get it in a box or saw it for really cheap on some kind of Ipsy or BoxyCharm sale, I would consider it. It's a really nice eyeliner. I have two lip glosses. First up, we've talked about this one at some length as well. This is from Copacetic Cosmetics. It is their lip gloss in Thunderbolt, and it is honey flavored, so it was going to need to go anyway, but this was a really, really pretty color. There is a light yellow base, which I found could warm up lipsticks just a little bit, but otherwise, if I applied this just to my nude lips, it really didn't. I didn't see that base color too much. It also had a lot of pink shimmer in it, which was very, very pretty. This gave a really unique, interesting effect. It smelled like honey, which I found to be very pleasant, but it's not something I can use in the future. This was supposedly plumping. I never noticed any actual plumping of my lips, but it did have a tiny bit of tingle to it. Not painful, but it was there. Really nice lip gloss. And then we have, finally, this NARS oil-infused lip tint. I have mine in the shade High Security. It is a very sheer pink. It almost looks a little bit like a gel on the lips. It's a really pretty effect. I have gone through two of these Afterglow lip tints. I had a sort of nude one that was a little bit more on the cream side, this pink one that's more of a gel, and then I am actually still working on a purple one that's also kind of a gel. The scent on these is very artificial. It smells vaguely like pool water, like chlorinated water, but it's always smelled like that. I do like these. I think they are nice glosses. I don't find the scent overpowering, and I don't really notice it after I've applied it. These are easy to wear over lipstick, without lipstick. I find that they look really nice. They have just the perfect amount of tint where it doesn't look like you're just wearing a clear lip gloss. There is some difference between the three colors, but it doesn't compete with any other makeup that you have. It would go with any outfit you were wearing. It's a really nice lip gloss. I don't know that I would pay NARS prices. I got mine in a trio at Nordstrom Rack for a very, very significant discount. But if I saw, especially like Orgasm, for a significant discount, I would probably pick it up. I did really enjoy this formula. Okay, and I think that is it for my empties. Hopefully next month I will have some more interesting ones. I was gonna say that I feel like there wasn't too much of note here, but there was actually quite a bit of makeup, which is always exciting. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, and I hope I see you all in my next video. Bye!